Hi, this is Todd Goad with FleetWave Partners, and here is a quick overview of our Vocalis dispatch console. When you first run the application, you'll see your login information. You'll just enter your username and password and choose your area. After you've entered it once, it should all default for you. We're going to log in. And when you first see the screen, you will notice that it's broken up into sections. We have the taskbar section up top, the group and user section on the left, the users and map area in the middle, and the contact and call log window on the right, and the GPS and messaging window on the bottom. Now, typically, what you're going to do with the console is a group push to talk. So what you would do, for example, is you would choose your group from the window. You'll notice I have two companies here, FleetWave and FleetWave 2. So we can choose one, and you can push to talk with a few different key presses. I'm doing a mouse click testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can do it with the big button down here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can also map a key on your keyboard and transmit that way, or we can give you a dispatcher's desktop microphone with a push-to-talk button on it. You can also choose a user from a group, and you can right-click, send it a message, make it part of a dynamic group, which means you're creating a group from multiple users. You can disconnect the user so you don't have to hear him, or you can stun the user for the guy that just won't stop talking. Now, if you double-click it, you can do a private call with that individual, or you can show it on the map. It'll zoom right into it. And once the mapping area comes up, it'll look familiar. It's Google Maps based, and you can have it do Street View or satellite, and you can show the history. By default, it'll show you the last hour, and you can just kind of play back the messages, or rather the track where it's been. You can see the other users on the map when you're not in the tracking mode. And you can also set up geofences where you can actually create messages and alerts depending on whether the person enters an area or leaves an area. But we're not going to cover that in this video. We can cover that in a more detailed one. We're also going to provide a user manual for you where you can have detailed instructions on how to do that. In the middle window, you can see all your active users or go back to map. Now up here, we talked about the push to talk, but there's an all call where you can key up and talk to every radio across all your users. That means both company users would hear this message. You can monitor a specific group, but not talk on it. So you might have a couple companies just want to hear what's going on. And then the call logs, you'll see when I click it over here, these came up. And if you double click these, it'll play back 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 the audio. You can also go to network audio, which is stored in the cloud, so longer term archiving. But you have to hit search first and it'll pull them all down. Whereas the local audio are the ones that are stored on your computer right here. Now down here, you'll see GPS information, miles per hour, direction, and you can also, it'll also show messages they've received or messages that you've sent to that user, and geofence alerts. And then we also have options, but you're typically not going to set these except for maybe the push-to-talk key for your keyboard and the global hotkey, which means that that key will also work even if this program is minimized where it's not visible. The other ones, other than your time zone, you're probably not going to need to touch. So you can see right here, you can minimize it so you can see your other applications, or you can make it full screen. But even if it's down like this and I press a key on my keyboard, it would still transmit. You couldn't see me press the key, but I did. And that's about it for the quick and easy overview of the Vocalis dispatch console. Thank you.